everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
No, check. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Erickson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff looking right, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go!
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
2nd down following the run. From the gun, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And shoving it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third down, Kaiser. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mahomes now on first down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser now on second down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff looking right. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Erickson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital, because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Let's go.
2nd down, Kaiser. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
3rd down and 12.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down following the incompletion.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And Davis with it left side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Kaiser now. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, Kaiser. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake. Kaiser. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Over!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Over! All right, here we go. Over!
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Set! Green, 39!
They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone. No. Check. Patriot. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Leopard. Detroit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He can run for Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 30 yards there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 56. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Kill. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
All right, now look at 56.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Flex Brown. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Kaiser. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And Charles, I think...